folks wrong. And they're doing it.
We're about 3 minutes into this first quarter. Wizards leading by 14. Gibson with the steal. Rose passes to Butler. Rose with the ball. He's picked up by Wall. Rose kicks to Butler. Yes, and it's Rose with the assist that time.
Well, Merry Christmas. I mean, that was a freebie.
Wizards have gone 7 of 11 from the field to begin the game. Here's Freak. Hits the three-point bomb. Freak's got his first 3 points of the game.
Defensively, they've got to pick up the intensity. Hard to win surrendering this high a field goal percentage.
Yeah, you've got to turn up the dial on the intensity at the defensive end if you're them. I mean, it's still early, but I agree with you.
Gortat with the block.
Rebounding is going to be the focal point for them in this one, fellas. I can feel it.
No, it always is, and it has been so far, and they've gotten a nice edge on the glass. And their offense already in a flow. Some stellar shooting to jump out to this lead.
Quality looks they're getting, and they're capitalizing on them, guys. They have to be happy with this start offensively.
And the Wizards making a change here. Porter's checked in, so Chicago going with an almost entirely new group here. Joakim Noah, he's checked in for Gasol. Portis comes in for Taj Gibson. Mirotic is checked in for Doug McDermott. And it's Chalmers in for Derrick Rose. From beyond the arc, offensive rebound, Kufas. Great defense that time from Noah.
That is some tough defense there against one of the better finishers in our game.
Butler in the corner. 1:24 left here in the first quarter.
And he's really trying to get them back into it, but the results just have not been there.
Earlier, Doris Burke spoke with head coach Fred Hoiberg. What'd you find out, DB?
We talked about some of the matchups he'll be watching in this game, and he told me, quote, "I'll be looking at how we deal with Marcin Gortat. He's a guy who can score in any number of ways, posting up, pulling up from outside, or rolling to the rim. And he's also a factor on the glass. Guys, Gortat might not be a household name, but he's an impact big man in this league, no question."
Thanks, Doris.
How in the world did they let him get that wide open?
Fires from deep. And it's Freak missing.
He's jacked up a number of threes, but his accuracy has been lacking. Time to try something different, if you ask me.
And here we go. Fast break. Freak's got it. Mirotic grabs the miss.
And boy, has he been struggling big time here in the quarter.
Yeah, he's played tight. I mean, you can see it. No flow at all to his game right now. He's going to play his way right onto the bench and out of the game if he continues to shoot it like he has so far in this quarter.
Here's Freak. The good-looking shot from the wing. Freak's got 5.
It's taken them no time to build this lead up. Great first quarter offensively.
But no time to relax here. They've got to keep the pressure on with the defense, and I think they've got to try to put this one away early.
Chris Anderson. Kelly Oubre.
Here's Chalmers. Looking for his first basket still in this one. Right wing. Pulls from the top of the key, and he hits the jump shot. Freak. Can't get it to go. And as we conclude the first quarter, a one-sided game so far. It's the Wizards up by 12. And we'll get the second quarter underway on the other side of this break. And Pau Gasol, after some great years and some difficult years, talks about now his newfound excitement playing with the Chicago Bulls. think you'd have to say that Gasol's decision against. Here's Wall. He had a 15-point outing in their last game against Phoenix.
And also give him credit for his ability to pass the basketball. He was always looking for the open man.
Freak in at shooting guard. Kufis out there with Gortat, and it's Wall, and it's Dudley in at the 3, the small forward. That's the group on the floor right now for Washington. And it's Gibson finishing it off.
And really nothing like a good old-fashioned throwdown to get a team going.
And, Greg, they do need to get going. They wouldn't mind, shaving a couple more points off that lead right away.
Well, if the defense keeps giving up easy baskets like that, it won't be a lead for long.
And there's the whistle. Fouled hard on the shot. He'll go to the line. And here is our 2K leaderboard with the list of the NBA's toughest defensive teams over the course of the last 10 games. Number 1, the Wizards. The Bulls 3rd.
I mean, great teamwork and great schemes at both ends of the floor. You're seeing that from each of these clubs, and this is what defense is all about.
Porter's checked in for Jared Dudley. Chicago also making some changes. Joakim Noah, he's checked in for Gibson. Mirotic comes in for Doug McDermott. And it's Jimmy Butler coming in for Mario Chalmers. And just over 3.5 minutes played here in the second quarter.
Move the ball.
Here's Freak. Hits the jumper in space. Freak's got his 3rd basket of the night. Rose with the ball. He's picked up by Wall. Noah the screen. Rose dishes to Noah. Foul call that time on the way up. That'll give him 2 chances at the free throw line here.
And a chance here to look at the numbers for Pau Gasol. He's right around 13 points a night, 10 rebounds, and just over 2 blocks. And what sets him apart is his rebounding. And as you can see, he's been in peak form.
This last stretch, unbelievable force going to the glass. And it's been reflected on the stat sheet.
The Bulls making a switch here. Portis is checked in. There's Freak. Drills it from outside. Freak's got 5 points now this quarter.
Yeah, perfect release that time. I mean, I thought it might get blocked, but no.
Yeah, he was giving up a lot of size in that particular matchup, but showed the excellent ability to get off that shot despite the disadvantage in size.
Over in the corner, Rose. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Wing shot on the way. Kufis grabs the miss.
It just hasn't been a very good day for him, guys. They need him to start burying some of those.
And let's now go to the sideline. We'll catch up here with Doris Burke. Doris?
Well, Kev, Freak in the last matchup against the Suns played some outstanding basketball. He ended with 28 points and was on the mark from deep, draining several threes. We could see his role in this offense expand if he puts together more games like this one, guys.
Thanks, Doris, for revisiting what was an astounding performance.
Yeah, that's certainly one that we'll be talking about here for a long time.
I say it would make it to his greatest hits file. No doubt about it.
Mirotic has a wide-open look. Yes, and it's Rose with the assist that time. Rose has got 3 assists in the game. There's Freak, and fouled hard that time. He'll get to the line and shoot 2.
It's been a good game for Freak. 12 points, and he's got 2 baskets from out in three-point land.
And I'm sure they'd like to get a few more of those out of him.
And he's good on the second. So it's Chicago now. It's a 13-point game. They put up a nice win against Utah last time out.
And the way they attacked the basket in that game was unreal. I mean, after a while, the defenders seemed to just wave the white flag.
Yeah, like you said, I mean, that's what will happen when a team continues to attack the basket and come away with layups. The defense tends to get demoralized and deflated.
The Wizards shooting their 4th attempt at the free throw line right here.
Yeah, and over the course of the season, they're a respectable 78%. That comes in handy in close games.
That's been one of the strongest aspects of this team this season. I mean, there have been very few off nights for them at the free throw line.
And the Wizards making a change here. Morris is checked in. And here's Rose. A 23-point game for him in the win against Utah.
And don't forget about his work on the glass. I mean, he contributed in a number of ways.
And the Bulls, another three.
For three.
And so we conclude the first.
All right, Kevin.
And now the third quarter about to get going. An exceptional performance. Washington making some changes. Anderson, he's checked in for Gortat. Oubre comes in for Morris. And Freak subbed in for John Wall. And Chicago also making a switch. Mario Chalmers, he's checked in for Rose. Taking a look at the Bulls. Gibson is the 4 with Gasol at the 5. Butler and McDermott filling out the perimeter. And it's Chalmers in at the point. Now here's Freak, defended by Chalmers. Here's Freak. Connects from three-point range. Freak's got 16 points. Bulls trail by 13. Now here's Chalmers. 9 points in the game so far. Now here's McDermott. D right on him. Out to the wing. Clock at 4. The Bulls need to get a shot off here. And stolen by Freak. And here we go. The Wizards fast break. Freak with the ball.
Such a strong finisher on the fast break.
And, Greg, I love the fact he's always in control. Even though he's going at breakneck speed, he still maintains his body control.
Gasol against Anderson. McDermott passes to Gasol. There's the feed to McDermott. Shot clock at 5. Pass to Chalmers. The shot's good on the assist by Butler. Chalmers has got 11 points.
You know, he's knocking down his shots today, but it hasn't really translated to the scoreboard yet.
There's 1:54 left here in the third quarter. Here's Freak. And Washington again with the bucket.
That's what I call a captivating move there. He absolutely incinerated the D with that one.
And Chalmers kicks to Gasol. McDermott, no one around him. Leaps for it, and it's out of bounds. The Wizards will take it the other way.
Now we've got a moment to see how the Bulls are doing rank-wise in the NBA. First in rebounding, first in blocks. And they show up also in the top 5 in opponent shooting percentage. That's because they've really made a commitment at the defensive end.
And also, I love their work on the boards. I mean, they put multiple bodies in the paint. Truly a team effort, and that's why they're the best in the league.
Chalmers dishes to Butler. The pass to Noah. Over to the left wing. And there's Mario Chalmers on the assist by Noah. Chalmers has got 9 points now in the quarter.
And you know what? One of the few bright spots in this game for them today. He's kept his edge even though they've been trailing.
They set the pick. Porter passes to Freak. Puts it up. And it's Chicago with the rebound. Butler's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Feeds it to Chalmers. Noah with a screen for Chalmers. Right side Gasol. There's the dish to Mirotic. No good on the triple. Wizards leading by 15. Just 1 second between the shot clock and game clock. Here's Freak. He sinks the 11-footer. Freak's got 22 points.
They're straying away from the three-point game here in the second half. And that's fine as long as they're on the lead and they're getting good shots. They've decided not to take nearly as many three-pointers in this half.
And it's in. Oh, wow, he nails the buzzer beater.
Get ready for your Wizard Girl.
And we welcome you back as we get going here in the fourth quarter. The final quarter of play can change everything. Washington's gone 6 of 14 with the 3-ball tonight, just a little over 40%. Freak in at 2-guard. Markieff Morris is out there with Gortat. Then it's Otto Porter Jr. and it's Wall in at the 1. That's the group on the floor right now for Washington. Butler against Porter. Lands soft on the front of the rim and drops. And it's 9 points for Jimmy Butler.
You know, his ability is matched only by his energy, guys. I mean, he's usually in the middle of everything for his team.
And there's the 8-second call as they can't get it across half court in time.
My fault.
Look at the turnover situation, guys, and it's not been that bad. Just a handful, and when you take care of the ball like that, that can help you build a lead.
Doug McDermott, he's checked in for Chicago. Rose kicks it to Noah. Back to Rose. Noah with a screen on Wall. Pass to Portis. It's stolen by Morris. And here we go. Fast break.
Quick hands on the steal and then just mad hops on the slam.
Great sequence for them defensively and Clark offensively.
Well, one usually leads to the other, Kevin. That's just good, aggressive, attacking basketball at both ends.
Special thanks to Kia for that sweet Kia Slam Cam replay.
And that's how you make a steal count. Turn it into a quick slam at the other end.
It was really a case. It looked like Greg Anthony right there.